It's almost like the old days.
Yeah.
What time did we used to go live? Was it 9? Or was it 8:30?
No, it was.
I don't remember.
Oh, 8:30.
I don't remember what it was. It's like the old days. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine Wednesday. It's actually not been terrible, the weather today. It's not been great. It's not been terrible. It started shit. All right. And because we're British, we talk about the weather. Welcome back to the channel on this fine Wednesday evening. We will be your entertainment for, hopefully, the next 90 minutes if you choose to stick around with us. Interesting topic to talk about tonight, actually. Some of you will be aware of it, some of you won't. But we'll get into that in just a moment. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoyed last night's live game showcase whereby I wasn't present. And I'm not entirely sure what went on. But I've heard it was some level of carnage. So, you know. And I got a big shout out to you already to Mr. the Roland Bain, Luce. Right, who before the stream even started, dropped a big pink super chat. A big 50 bomb and said, better than Hellstorm.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. We kind of know, but you know, I'm joking.
Your peanut butter doesn't have salt in, does it? No, it doesn't. What is this?
Well, why do you want salt in peanut butter? You only want peanuts in peanut butter.
This is just peanut.
My peanut butter is 100% peanuts,
There's
which
no
I thought...
flavour.
Shut up, it's peanut flavour. As a person who's so anti-UPF, I thought you'd be appreciative the fact it's 100% peanuts.
Salt is a natural thing.
Thank you, Mr. Roland Bain, for also dropping 10 of the finest gifted memberships before the stream goes live. You absolute fucking baller. And then thanks Clive the Kiwi, who also gifted 5 before the stream went live. And thank you, Evan, who's just gifted 1. You people are all amazing. Thank you so much for the gifteds. I'll update you on 1, Evan, to go to 16. You people are wonderful human beings. Actually, the best way to support the channel specifically is with members and gifted memberships. Thank you so much for being so incredibly generous. Thank you for gifting. And thank you for always gifting, you lot, because it's mad. We have our usual target of 100 tonight. And I'd be very grateful because February's been mildly disastrous. I think we're due to have our worst month for 18 months plus. But, you know, can't win them all. But thank you so much, Roland. That's going to help us out. You're a legend. I've had a pretty stressful kind of few days over the last few days. Not necessarily a bad stress, but a stressful few days nonetheless. And I want to talk to you wonderful humans about it tonight. I'll just ban him.
The comment wins it, Baltic. That's a comment of the night.
You're not allowed to have my peanut butter anymore.
I'm not allowed to have your nuts?
No. Not anymore.
You'll regret that.
No. So it's been a stressful few days. We had so some of you will have known about this. I'm going to start from the story from the beginning, right? Some of you will know about this, some of you won't. Some people recently asked, what is this thing? And that's interesting and telling in itself because it's taken so long to get going. ! Hobby House, all one word, right, will get you a link that you click to go to a mailing list. And if you go to said mailing list, when any kind of progress happens in the hopefully near future, you'll be notified of it, right? Stefan, thank you for the 1 gifted. You're a legend. And so what Hobby House is a concept I came up with a long time ago. And the concept is to build a gaming store and playing venue and online supplier, right? So that's it in a nutshell. It is a local gaming store, stroke retailer, stroke online supplier. Okay. We came up with the concept a long time ago. We had the website developed and the branding developed. That's been ready to go for quite a while. What we've struggled with is a physical location. My particular studio is a 3-story building whereby I only occupy the top floor. And we inquired shortly after I'd occupied the top floor to the bottom 2 floors, which had 0 interest. And they wanted to have someone occupy that building as soon as they could. Solicitors and lease negotiations and change of ownership for the building, etc., 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 have meant that it is taking us over a year, essentially, to get the lease to a point where terms are essentially agreed. And so we've been doing some modelling and some spreadsheeting and some number crunching, and lots of things have changed since the initial concept of Hobby House was discussed, including I don't want to use expletives and I don't want to get people drawn on politics, but including a chancellor who has made some interesting decisions that will impact small and medium-sized businesses. negatively, obviously. Quite negatively, in fact. So we're now looking at the thing that we're trying to build over the course of the scope of 2 floors, and decorate and kit out and fit and make. What we want to do is we want to make it the best place to go to hobby by literally a country mile, right? We want it to be more appealing to walk into our place than it is to a Games Workshop or to any other independent retailer out there, to play games, to hang out, to hobby, to have a beer. And we want our website experience to be the best experience you'll ever have in terms of using an online website to buy the product. The website's already there, as far as I'm concerned. The physical venue is the one that we need to tackle next. And because of lots of changes and lots of cost issues, etc., and because of the scope of what we're trying to do, there is a shortfall now in cash. Is the honest predicament we're in right now. And as much as I'm against it, and I have been against it for ages, and as much as people have encouraged me to do this in the past for different things, it looks like for the first time ever, I'm probably going to go down the route of an actual official and proper crowdfunder to do it. So this is what this chat's about. 1, would you crowdfund it? And the most important thing I want to get out of it tonight, actually, is what's the sort of things you want in exchange for contributing to a crowdfunder. Because I'm sure there'll be a billion ideas, and we won't be able to do all of them, and we won't be able to do some of them at all, and some of them might trigger other ideas. But that's kind of the question, because I think that the crowdfunder is going to need to be quite significant. It's going to need to be nowhere near as significant as what other people have asked for in this space in the past, but those people also have significantly bigger followings than us. And so I think that perhaps scalability-wise, it's probably not too dissimilar. It's going to be a undertaking, and the larger the revenue that we generate via crowdfunding, it directly correlates to the lower percentage of the business failing within the first 12 months. And the business at the moment looks like it will fail in the first 12 months flat because it will just run out of capital. So we will want to put together packages for different pledge tiers, polo shirts, fancy dice, special invites, etc., etc., etc. But I'd love to know what people are after for a crowdfunder. And I just want to have the discussion, really, and be honest with you people, because it's on a bit of a knife edge right now. Free cream cakes. It's on a bit of a knife edge right now as to whether it progresses or not. And there's been so much time, effort, and money already gone into it that it'd be an absolute tragedy if it didn't progress. But we also have to be real. So, anyway, thank you, Stick Monkey, for 5 gifted memberships. I think I already thanked Stefan. I already thanked Stefan.
Yes, you did.
If you were going to pledge to something like this, what would you want?
Signed up for the mailing list, even though I'm in the US, haha. Once you get further into the stream, I do have a question. Got to eat first.
You go eat, Christian, and then you tell us what you're eating. Right? You tell us what you're eating. I'm interested to know that. The thing is, so the US, we obviously, at this stage, we can't provide product to the US that is from Games Workshop, because we can't, because that's their retail contract. We can only service the UK and the EU, and the EU is almost not worth you lot buying from, simply because the import duty means you're better off finding your own independent retailer. However, the intent over time is to not have this as just a UK-based venue, and to grow the business in such a way that means it could potentially have locations in Europe, maybe even in the US in the future. That obviously comes with its own challenges and its own fucking red tape that we have to sort out. But I wouldn't want to just be UK-based. I'd crowdfund it just so I can have a place to come visit. No, I'd have similar people to talk to when I come to visit Europe. Oh, Vlad, thank you. Anyway, you were going to say, Lise, before Christian interrupted us with his going to eat double cheeseburger super chat.
Rude. I have saltless peanut butter over here.
Hey, no, go on.
Smut Peddler, I liked his idea up here.
Yes, but I want a location in the States in exchange.
That's the intent, Lord Cinder. eventually, that's the intent.
I'd consider crowdfunding if there was a benefit for donation, for example, shares or a permanent additional discount.
Permanent additional discount would be not impossible, but perhaps...
So it would have to move around, so you couldn't just forever have, for example, 20% off all the time, but a discount. It would fluctuate, but maybe a discount.
It would have to be, we'd have to price, like we couldn't price that at 50 quid. We'd have to price that at a significant donation.
Yeah.
But, and that person, we would have to see if there's a way, I need to talk to the web developers, but we'd have to see if that person who is getting a permanent additional 5% discount would then never be able to use another person's affiliate link. Otherwise it just eats too much into our gross margin. And gross margin isn't necessarily huge on Games Workshop products.
So I would maybe, I don't necessarily want things. I don't like trinkets and knickknacks. I don't like it. It's clutter and it's more shit for me to dust off and display when people come and visit because they've gifted it to me. And the whole thing, anyone who's been with us for any length of time knows the whole Christmas thing we have. But I would want something that...
I can donate a little. But as a reward I want a signed photo of you in front of a Range Rover, crying onto the receipt. Or finally a Hell Reach game.
I mean, the first one's more likely because it's more common. Yes.
Have signed up even though I'm in NZ, looking forward to being in the UK in June.
Amazing. Thank you, Clive, for keeping. What a hero. What a hero.
Hobby House USA, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. That sounded more Canadian.
So I like the idea of there always being some kind of discount. Just as you helped get this off the floor, so here's something that will follow you forever.
Yeah, I think
maybe like your aces, like we get the first invites for events.
Yeah, there's other things as well. Like we're looking at Hobby House memberships.
Yeah.
Which will get you like priority tables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And priority access to event tickets. So there's also the potential that for a high enough pledge tier, we could go lifetime Hobby House membership.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So then you don't ever pay a membership ever again, and you've got access. You get priority access to bookings and priority access to booking tables and events and stuff. So there's definitely things we can do in that regard that reward people for relatively large pledge values. What I then need to work out is what the fuck a reasonable pledge value is, because is a lifetime membership a £100, a £500, or £1,000 sort of tier, you know? Because if you're going to give people this for life, it's got to be reasonable.
I'd crowdfund in exchange for tasteful NOODs of the team. Particularly young Patrick.
Can he have things placed in like he's doing a calendar, Sean, or does it has to be full nude? Right?
Oh, you mean like calendar girls?
Yeah,
like there's buns in front of the
If we
buns.
could choose our own entrance music when we enter the venue, you can have whatever entrance music you want, Kev, to be fair. The idea of having first dibs for events or booking tables would be a big selling point. That's interesting, yeah. Discount I mentioned wouldn't necessarily just have to be on product. Could be table fees, food, entry to events, etc. So like the lifetime membership idea then, essentially.
And things like being able to bring a friend for free.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So you have a gaming partner because you can bring someone for free.
Yeah, I'm into it. Okay. Because I've gone down the route of I've gone down the trinkety route because I know you don't like it, but people do like trinkets, like fancy embroidered polo shirts that will only ever be available as a backer. Fancy
a shirt would be nice.
Fancy, was it just because it's like a thing we can make?
Yeah.
And it's like
it's like when people give you key rings. Like there's 1,000 key rings.
Yeah.
Or
but then,
another set of dice.
But I mean that's you're talking to the wrong fucking audience
I know.
here.
You all have a trinkety problem.
If you go, we'll give you limited edition dice. So take 500 quid. That's what they're like for dice. All right. Nobody says we don't have friends, Lise. Nobody has friends.
One might reflect on oneself if that's the case.
Founders event ticket, opening weekend event where only founders are invited, tournament or something, you'll earn it back in the bar easily too.
A founder's wall for those who donated.
Don't, because I haven't done that for the studio yet. I'm still behind on that. Thanks, Clive, though. That's not a terrible idea.
Dinner with you.
No one's paying to come for dinner with me.
Thanks, Roland Vane.
For the hat trick.
Yeah.
No one's paying for dinner with me. That's a fact.
I don't need a prize to help see our cult, ahem, amazing group have an official home. I will give because the tribe builds the
God
tribe.
bless you.
Hashtag GHSW.
Aw.
Did someone mention dice? If you need money, OnlyFans account. Yeah, Luce.
Yeah, feet.
Yeah.
Only feet.
Just your feet and hands. That's all you need.
And hands. Is there a hands thing now?
I don't know.
But what if you're like, what if you're a hard worker and your hands aren't pretty?
Well, you're fine then, aren't you?
I'm fine. Like, there's a fetish for that. For,
No,
like,
I'm saying.
fucked up hands.
No,
or...
that's okay. Yeah, cool. We'll skip over that chat. 20% discount on flights. I can't offer that. I'm gonna be honest. Viking longship for everyone. We want serious recommendations here because I came up with like some special dice in a fancy fucking case and some other bits and bobs like that. But I was like, so the reason why I've always had a problem with crowdfunding is simply because to crowdfund effectively, you need to generate enough revenue per tier that there's a seesaw balance, right? So for me anyway, to do it ethically, the seesaw balance is we've asked for X for a tier. So let's say we've asked for £1,000 for a tier, right? Because we're talking about potentially needing to reach close to 6 figures, I think, for this to work, which is substantial. Okay, so let's say for sake of argument we're asking for £1,000 for a tier. I wouldn't be comfortable saying that for £1,000 you get a single polo shirt and 1 dice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to get that balance right, whereby it's actually you go, I think that's worth it.
My name's stenciled onto the hobby house Land Rover.
With a fucking with a scalpel,
So
right?
how you get home? I'm getting in Tony. That's how I'm getting home.
Wow.
To be able to say that.
I'm climbing in Tonely. So yeah, so it's about making sure that the price is worth the return for you. But what you also can't do is go, right, you've pledged £1,000, here's all your stuff, and the value of that stuff that I've just given you is 950 quid. Because at that point, I've made 50 quid, and that's kind of not worth it.
Oh, I like Deep Fried's one. Our own mini version of the rune backdrop in the studio.
Not a bad shout, but it's also, I think this also has to be appealing for people that don't know who the channel is as well, ideally.
Oh, okay.
But I like it. I do like it. There's definitely a thing we can do. Trinkets are for lower tier, time for hire.
Joe paints your army.
It depends what the army is.
What about like a dice box light with the rune backdrop on it? Because we were thinking about those, God, years ago, about like a Perspex dice box, but it's an LED light. And that we never ran with that idea. I can't remember why.
How about donors get access to the version of the stream that doesn't crash all the time? I'd like access to that stream, I'll be honest.
Where do we pay?
Yeah, sign me fucking up. Dinner and a lifetime masterclasses from Joe and Paddy Academy. First year's membership free with next year 50% off membership and maybe a one-off purchase discount code for bigger funding and smaller funds like objective markers and dice. It's interesting. I think people are leaning towards a higher tier gives you some kind of like lifetime or annual benefit. Jill's nice with what she says. Trinkets for lower tier, time for hire. I'm a big fan of that actually. Hey Joseph, how's it going? How are you doing, sir? You wonderful human. David says, Stephen Box 2.0, please give me your money to fund your hobby. It's clear you haven't listened to a word I fucking said. When you said that the stream instantly crashed, I'm sure it did. Fuck it, that's how life gets me, mate. If you're asking people for 100 quid, you'd have to offer something amazing, not something I could pay for and get myself for less, like customer dice or boxes, etc. If you're asking people for 100 quid, you'd have to offer something amazing. Not something I could pay for and get
2 hours with Jill on spreadsheet optimization.
I'd probably pay for that as well, to be fair.
One of Lucy's socks.
Ah.
The knitted ones.
I couldn't honestly take money for them. I couldn't. That's very sweet of you, but save
don't worry,
your
David.
money.
I get it now. I was thinking I before. Don't you worry, you good.
Free nerd napping lol.
Free nerd napping. That is a service we definitely should answer. We definitely should offer. Yeah, David, don't worry. I was only on the white bag, mate. You're good. I've seen your name here before, sir. Don't you worry. 24/7 access to spontaneous Joe hopes or Eddie curses. Yeah, he's dark, isn't he, that Eddie? I've heard about that. Thank you for the donations, you wonderful human beings. Are people legitimately interested in it? Like, is this something that people would genuinely be thinking about backing? I'm moving tomorrow for a few more months.
Sponsorship for my visa and a job is all I want.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we can help you. You don't need a visa to get into the UK anyway nowadays. Just fucking walk in. £1,000 could use Eddie's tanning booth. It's rumoured, John, that the standard human can't cope with Eddie's tanning booth. It's rumoured.
Some say
if a normal human enters Eddie's tanning booth, they literally burn to a crisp.
Oh.
A genuine personalised thank you would go further than you think. I honestly think that being thanked would cover you for up to 50 notes. Print out and sign some cards. I think I'd happily write a personalised thank you to every single fucking person who donated. I don't care if that's 500 people. I would write 500 personalised thank yous.
A Great Hall Shield Wall Guard Army where we donate to be a mini in the army.
Is that Mr. Clive with a hat trick as
another
well?
one.
Something like dog fucking mental. If Joe is up for that kind of undertaking, then I wouldn't be against it. But if you're relying on me doing it, I feel a studio army could help with this sort of ideas possible. You reckon? 20 quid for a one-off entry to Thane's Book Club. Sean, I love Thane's Book Club, but I think that perhaps some people might not see the value in that, I'll be honest. I wonder if I can show you something to try and get you on board. I need to have a quick look at it to see if it is something I can show you. Colin, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Who wants to see? I don't know if I've ever showed this before. Colin, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a legend. What an absolute hero. I need to add 5 to that, which is 27. Which seems incorrect, because it's 15 on top of that as well. So it's actually 32. I must have not added 5 at some point. Thank you so much, you hero. Up to 32 of the finest gifted memberships, you bloody legends. I have a brand presentation. It's a bit corporate. It's not for everyone. But I have a brand presentation that I could share with you if you care for it. Invitation to a member of the to a game with a member of the team that is recorded and provided as on USB potentially. That I'm not against that either. That's 100% possible. That would have to be a relatively high level tier though, because I'd have to record it on 4 cameras and then send it to an editor to get him to edit it for us. But I'm 100% interested. A live audience with the stars of the channel for a night. Well, I mean, if you're on about people paying to spend time with us. Okay. Is it if it's a physical venue, it will be, yeah. That you charge people to use, you'd best off be doing something like giving a backers fee entry for a fixed period, like 5 years. Well, we're talking about lifetime miniature studio, to be honest with you. Full send, yes, show it. Not ideal living in Manchester, mate, but I'd throw something your way to make it a success. I think you'd be surprised in the backing you get. I think I always play it down. To be honest. Hopefully that's a positive on the whole. An invitation to opening day. I think we'd have a backers tier where they'd get a pre-opening, I get to see it before everybody else type thing, right? Can you run some sort of event that people pay to come and make money that way? Yes.
The higher tier can get the face scanned and tear actual head to be on a mini in that army.
If I knew how to do that, that'd be a fucking great idea. be a great idea. Right, I'm going to show you this brand presentation because I'm proud of it and I want you guys to see it and I want you guys to tell me what you think. Can I F12 this? I can.
Ollie wants to know, if it's a PowerPoint presentation, please say it has star fades.
Biggie hugs, thank you for the... It has what? Star fades? It doesn't have star fades, I'm afraid. Biggie hugs, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Liam, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You're a legend. I'll update this in just a moment. I need to see if this works now if I screen share because we had loads of problems with this yesterday. So I'll have to wait to see if it comes up on the screen. If it comes up on the screen, then we're good. I think I can use arrows to go through this PowerPoint presentation that they asked for.
Death by PowerPoint.
Oh, it worked. There we go.
You thought you all finished work.
Welcome to my concept that I've been working on for a while. I need beer or spirit sponsorships. We're going to have a bar.
Have you looked into government-funded grants? My wife and I did this when we looked into starting our business.
I have had a look, and on my limited knowledge, with a bit of digging, I could find absolutely nothing. And let's face it, the current government are more interested from taking from us than giving to us. So it's highly unlikely. But thank you, Ian, for the suggestion. So this is the brand that we've built, right? Luce likes the Your Worlds piece by piece, don't you?
It's lovely.
You like the tagline, right? So I need to click on here, and then I can go like that. So welcome to... This is my... I don't think I've ever shown you this, actually.
You might have to dumb it down for me.
Welcome to Hobby House, a gateway to the edge of your imagination.
Can you do this in a weird Geordie accent?
No. Where you can get your hands on the latest goods, hone your craft, and venture into the known unknown. Come on in. Your worlds are waiting. From curious hobbyists to veteran tabletop gamers, Hobby House is a gateway to play, offering a high-end user experience, with the idea being it's clean. I mean, that's already a start on everybody else. Big tables, lots of space, not bumping into people, high-quality terrain, playing on decent battle mats, a lovely bar experience, beers, ciders, etc. spirits. That's the whole point of high-end user experience. It also translates into the website, the web design, the experience using the website. I'm sure a lot of you have used independent retailer websites and gone, oh my god, we have not skimped building a website. Helping every gamer to take pride in the worlds that they're forging by celebrating the details that will make it uniquely yours. Okay. We have our customer value propositions. Like I said, done this properly. Getting the best products shouldn't be a battle. It should never be a battle to access the best prices when you want them most. Hobby House matches your enthusiasm for gaming with the ability to deliver what you want when you want it, so no piece is missed and no one is left behind. The intent long term is that the website is incredibly well stocked and we offer next day delivery. It's pretty standard now. It might take us a while to get that, but you know. I've seen the toilets comment, yes. Celebrating the worlds you're creating. Tabletop gaming requires craft and graft with a willingness to step up to the table. Hobby House welcomes you to discover a place that matches your commitment to gaming and prepares you to play your best. We can't wait to champion the worlds you create. It's about immersive tabletops. We can't quite exactly match the stream to what you'll play on because it would be impossible to have that much gravel everywhere, but we can get pretty fucking close to you having a really nice, incredible, immersive gaming experience on the tabletop. We've already talked about literally flat building full custom boards. Think about the ones you can play on at Warhammer World, but scale down to 44 by 60. So you better book specific tables that are full crafted from end to end rather than just loose pieces of L-shaped terrain on a battle map. And then find your way with us. We believe that play happens in many forms, manifestations, and interactions. That's why tabletop gamers choose Hobby House. No matter their level, niche, or next steps, we help you to spark the action and acquire the knowledge to ignite your flame of mastery. So whether you want to learn new things, sharpen your skills, or showcase your game, you are supported to achieve piece by piece with Hobby House. We're all like veteran gamers here, right? We all play a lot of tabletop games. The intent being as well that people that don't know the game can come in and still have fun and enjoy themselves. Also, one of the things we do want to tackle is that younger generation of people and getting them into Warhammer or tabletop games in general. Because it's not just Warhammer, but it's just going to be our primary product, right? We then have our team values, Luce.
Oh!
Team values, yeah.
Poor Joe.
Yeah. We level up play. We know that when people have access to the right knowledge, tools, and mentors, they can truly master their craft. Bringing infectious enthusiasm and pro-level service to the table, we ensure all gamers are prepared to play at their best. This is part of the coaching is the wrong word because I know you're all going to murder me for that specific word based on other individuals. But it's about people being able to turn up and being able to learn as well as being able to just play. So if they're not entirely sure how a rule works, they can ask a member of staff. If they're not entirely sure how to operate an airbrush, they can ask a member of staff. If they need an introductory game, they can come away going, I have a better understanding of how this game plays now. Proud to celebrate craft and creativity. Craft and creativity can be the source of so much joy, but in the world of tabletop gaming, it can take serious graft to level up. We celebrate the efforts of all who invest in this world and are proud to help people find their way with play. That's important. There's no gatekeeping based on standard here. Okay? Right, good. Welcome to the table. We are here to serve everyone who is part of the tabletop gaming community, whether we're supporting a player's first move, connecting a veteran player to the perfect product, or hosting a worldwide influencer. We respect everyone who gets around the table. That's incredibly important, that last sentence. And then small moments make the world of difference, setting the scene, precision painting, words of appreciation, great sportsmanship. We know that the finer details matter. We understand that getting the little things right elevates the game experience for all. I think this all speaks for itself, but we're building this into our team values, and this will be something that will be on the wall for our staff to see all the time. And early stages, our staff, let's be honest, looking at the costs, early stages, our staff are going to be Luce and I.
And I'm not allowed to say to grotty teenagers, get your fucking feet off the chair.
You're not allowed to say it. No, that's not allowed.
That,
that's not allowed. No.
Am I allowed to say which bit's the rude bit?
A tabletop multiverse. We've worked really hard on all the branding, right? So I don't know if you've noticed, but the way that the Hobby House logo even itself is built is it's like folding open the base of a board game. That's done on purpose. And then we use these shapes as portals to different worlds, different dice sizes for different games, etc. So although we are going to primarily stock Games Workshop-based products because that's the big money maker, we're not going to be adverse to products from other gaming systems, other companies, trading card games, etc. Which is why we show lots of different things: the Hobbit, Bolt Action, Pokemon, Warhammer 40,000, Blood Bowl, Kill Team, Necromunda, Magic the Gathering. We want to facilitate everything, right? Reality is rubbish, because it is. And that is never a truer statement than right now, is it? Reality is fucking rubbish. So create your own world piece by piece is the kind of vibe we're going for. Okay? And then we did some like draft what it could look like if we had a nice fancy billboard out on the wall. This is particularly good Photoshop skills. Considering this isn't real, by the way.
Reality is rubbish.
My dice arrived.
I'm glad.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. So the billboard we have here is it's fancy Photoshop, but this is something it could look like. Oh, I clicked the wrong fucking thing again. More mock-up, like if it's a bus stop or a train station type posters. Everyone is welcome in our world. That's an important message for us as well, right? Everyone is welcome in our world. Obviously, this is a fake T-shirt, but you get the concept, right? Ask me about Age of Sigmar, the Hobbit, Bolt Action, etc. You know. And then that's the bit that you see on the thumbnail right now. Come on in.
Founders mugs that give the owners discounts on drink. Seriously though, I've only ever participated in crowdfunding products like Terrain or Knickknacks. Are there other stores that have crowdfunded a startup for us to compare to?
I don't know.
I think you've been so busy head down just focusing on this that I don't think you have compared.
So I know that Boxy and VT funded their building studio stroke cafe place thing. I know that Tabletop Tactics funded their kind of gaming venue stroke studio thing. We're not crowdfunding the studio. The studio's done. The crowdfunding is to build a whole business that's there to service you. So it's similar but not the same, and that's difficult. But yeah, so that's the brand presentation for you all. That's me trying to sell myself to you, right? Hey, as a Southampton gamer, I know at least 10 locals that would definitely crowdfund. We need a place to play since all other venues have shut. And I will almost guarantee Broken Sword as well. It's around running out of money. I'd put money on it.
Yeah.
So you know. So yeah, that's what we need to avoid. We're at a point now. We're on the precipice right here we're about to jump off the cliff. So it's one of those things where we jump and we have enough revenue in the bank that the bungee cord catches us before we fucking plow into the floor. Or we don't, and the bungee cord is too long and we fucking face plant the concrete. Reach out to Lawrence, he crushes Crowdfund. I love Lawrence very, very dearly. I've spoken to him a reasonable amount throughout my time on YouTube. There's no way he's giving away any information or secrets to what happened with his crowdfund.
Board in the City is still going. It is, but I think that's a CIC.
Possibly. Tony, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. What fucking legend. I think it might be a CIC as well, actually.
And
I'm not sure.
That's a completely different model, isn't it?
Yeah. 34, 39, 49. Thank you so much, you wonderful. Oh, hang on, what's that?
Thanks, Tony.
Is he hat-tricked as well?
He has.
Look at these people. Look at these people hat-tricked in one night.
This might be our trickiest hat trick.
Our trickiest hat trick.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony, for the 5 gifteds. Unfortunately, it won't be interesting to anyone outside of England. Won't be asses with 25% extra tax on price. I won't be going to the store regularly. I get it. I get it. Some people outside of England will crowdfund or help the crowdfund just to see us succeed. And we are going to want to expand into Europe and US eventually. And what I don't want to do either, for reference and to be clear, is I don't want to be crowdfunding every time we open a new shop. The idea is we do this once. We then manage the business well, and it funds itself expanding. That's the point. Right? That's the whole point of this.
Do you have an electrician?
No, not really.
So, hey Kay here. I would fund the fuck out of this. Man, I want to see this go ahead. Also, any electrical work needed, let me know.
We already have electrical work needed. Although I say that, we haven't signed the lease yet, but I can send you some photos of things I need you to do.
Oh.
Because we've got partition office walls that need to come down on the ground floor. Some of them have 3-pin sockets in the walls, and I want them to be taken back up to the ceiling and terminated, so we can pull the walls down and there's no electrics in the walls. So yes, 100%. They miss yours. Cowdor Pugrego, thank you for the 1 gifted. I'm sorry. I apologise. I thought I'd been catching them all. I was too busy getting excited about my brand presentation, which I think is fancy. All right. Free sexy barmaid car washing service. I don't even have a car. I don't have a sexy barmaid, but I do have a Joe. So you could always fall back on your good looks. I don't think that's true, is it? Internet gaming with latest games means mass co-op gaming with our USA bros and O's. How about working with yearly memberships so the cost of the building is almost covered? So you don't need to depend so much on other profits. What do you mean, Mikhail? I would also help with health and safety policies, etc. in return for beer. As long as you're not drinking beer whilst you're writing it, mate. Oh, Sean, thank you for the poo. It's been a long time since I said that. Why would people buy from you though and not from, say, Element? Element as an example. Great question. It's about supporting the business, isn't it? Essentially, so it's entirely up to you if you would rather go to Element. And from the early stages, we're not going to have the stock that Element have got either. So you're more likely to get what you need from Element. However, we're trying to make our web experience and our account experience the best in the business. We already have the potential for... No, we don't even have the potential. We have the functionality, already, for wish listing and for having separate wish lists and for sharing those wish lists with friends and family so they can then go and buy specific products, which is a feature that, as far as I'm aware, almost nobody else has yet. Sean gave us a poo, by the way, and says he's due a ding, but the old exploding thing hasn't gone off. But Meg's gifted 5. Thank you so much, Meg, you beautiful human being. Thank you for 5 gifted memberships. What a legend. What a hero.
Where's Sean's poo? Oh, there it is.
Whee! Where's Sean's poo?
I didn't think we were dinging for stickers anymore because of our points system.
Okay. So there you go, Sean. Thank you for the poo, but you've just wasted 99p. Hey, Kay, thank you for the 5 gifted. Morning Hammer, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. So yeah, so, you know, we're not going to be able to smash Elements discount because we can't, because we won't be shipping the volume that they're shipping at this stage. We can try and give you the best possible online experience and account experience out there in the hope that that's enough for people to go, that was a really nice, easy website to navigate. I'll be using that one again, you know? That's the best answer I can give you.
Question time, off topic, sorry gents. Torna Superma Siama, I got one on the way. Thoughts? I'll be playing it next Tuesday.
Thoughts is it's cool as shit, Christian. There's a giant fucking stompy robot. What more do you want? That's cool as hell. I'm into it. I've actually played against it with Paddy as well, and they're pretty durable. It'll be fun. Just make sure your friend isn't running like hyper-optimized Eldar or something. You'll be fine.
Sean, you could do one gifted and get a ding.
That's £5.
Yeah.
What's his super chat value so far? Blue.
Yeah, all blues.
Oh, it's all blues. So it's a different super chat value or multitudes of different membership gifted values. I think that's what it is.
Because we had too much choice. We were sat here, I think it was December time, legitimately talking. Well, I think we spoke for about 5 hours about the point system, and we got really granular with it. And that's when we said, right, we're going too far down the rabbit hole now. We'll just do gifteds and super chats.
Yeah.
Seemed the easiest way.
I try to use my local FLGS as much as I can, but if you can match Element, we'll happily order from you guys instead. Yeah, their website isn't the best. We're gonna the other thing as well is unless the crowdfunder goes fucking mental, which I don't anticipate, we are fuck me.
I don't mean to put a downer on things, but I just wanted to say thank you. After my sister's illness got worse and sadly passed over the weekend, you will never understand how much your streams helped me escape from my carer duties. So thank you, up the hobby house.
You didn't need to do that though, mate. That's the whole point of what we do as a channel, so I'm glad we were able to offer some level of escape and respite. That's really sad news though, so much love to you, mate. I hope you're doing okay.
So glad, Sean, you bring this up. I did 5 gifted, a green and a blue.
No, they're both blue.
Now, anybody who was here for the discussion about what makes the colour green will know that Liam threw a tantrum, and now green and blue equal blue.
They're just blue. It's the same, innit? Just the same. Dave, love you. And look at the chat. Chat are amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think one of the other things I'm going to say is for the first month or so, when we iron out our process, we might take a little bit longer to get stuff out to you. Hopefully, not more than an extra day or two. I want to get to next day delivery. That's one of our targets, built into a KPI. And then the other thing as well is we can't. Do you know how much stock costs from GW? Jesus fucking Christ! We went through their price list, old price list, went hyper reserved, and came back with a total stock cost of about 40 grand. So we may also not always have the stock in the first few months. The current business plan is to recycle all profit into additional stock for the first 24 months minimum. So we snowball, right? Snowballing is a simple concept. You start super small and you roll and roll and roll and roll until we get to a point where we go, we've got enough stock. We're happy. We can fulfill every order that comes through very quickly. So if you're happy to be patient with us, my intent is I like to try and put out the most amazing, most highest produced, I know you're going to take the piss at me, stream on YouTube. I want to always try and be the best. The intent with Hobby House is very much to be the best, to give you a better experience than even Games Workshop. When we went to our web developers, we literally said we want our website to be better than Games Workshop's website. Forget Elements, better than Games Workshop's.
So what about for people who fund the crowdfunder somewhere in the tiers that they get next day delivery? Because someone...
We want it to be a standard for everybody.
Well, someone on here has just said, would you deliver to the Highlands? So we're
Scotland.
All the way down here, and you want to get it all the way up there next day delivery.
Yeah. Royal Mail do next day delivery.
So they're not picking up from you?
Yeah. If I ship something tomorrow to the Scottish Highlands and pay for next day delivery, they'll get it to Scotland for fucking Friday.
Will they?
Yeah. Colin, welcome to the channel as a Hasidian member. What a legend. Edward, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. You're a hero. Also, by the way, Christian, you have to tell us how your game with the Town Our Supremacy Army goes because I want to know.
Critters. That's what I'm running Montka. With a Storm Surge he against Necrons, unfortunately tourney list, I'm the only Town Eldari player.
Oh, someone's got to be. Thank you, though.
It's not hard to be better than GW's website.
Well, I would argue they've made my job slightly easier. Oh, also, I should say, but before we move on from this, one, what a fucking wonderful chat we have. If you look at the amount of people that replied to Dave, what a fucking hero. 2, don't forget we do have the mental health thread in Discord if you're struggling and you need to reach out to people.
More games of Joe playing against custodies. Much laughter, much amusement, and...
Of course. Yeah, we do have the mental health thread for members in Discord. I will add, none of us are professionals. None of us can treat you, but we can be in ear, we can listen, and if you're really struggling, we have the ability to signpost you to the right places. So, if you don't go in the mental health thread looking for fucking therapy, because unfortunately you won't get it. But you have people that are there to listen to you.
It's a place to just help dilute some of your thoughts if you're feeling a bit echo chambery.
I actually missed 10 members off of here as well. Yes, 100%. That's a great way of describing it as well. So we love you, Dave. We love you. And thank you for all the super chats, people. You're amazing. Especially for Dave's Big Red One. We're also 30 members away from Target as well. Is 8:30 just a better time?
Bum, 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 bum.
A company in China that introduced a policy threatening single employees with termination if they were not married by the end of September says it has withdrawn its notice.
Wait, so they're going to sack you if you're not married?
Yeah.
That's an interesting...
There's a breakdown of it, though.
That is not the kind of business we're going to run.
You have to pass through barriers. So, if not completed by the first quarter, you must write a self-reflection. If not completed by the second quarter, the company will conduct an evaluation. If you cannot get married and establish a family by the third quarter, the company will terminate your labour contract. Please take note. They've obviously withdrawn that now because they had 1,200 employees that were unmarried.
Wow, they would have just not operated as a business anymore.
Between the ages of 28 and 58.
They just killed their own business. That's mad. Is that real?
It's a real one.
Oh my lord. Jesus.
The announcement came amid the Chinese government's ongoing push to encourage younger generations to get married and have children in order to counter the country's declining birth rate.
We'll at least give you a year. At least.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's mental.
The company withdrew it by the next day.
Are you ready as well, Elise? Are you ready? Are you ready? Will Stewart, thank you for 20 gifted memberships. A fucking baller.
I hope for you, Will, that when you're desperate for some paracetamol or ibuprofen, you can find it.
We had a form of paracetamol.
Well, I mean, my headache hasn't gone, but I can breathe really clearly now.
Well, cold and flu tablets do have paracetamol in them, though.
Yes, but it's clearly not tackled the headache, has it? So I hope for you, Will, that you can find the paracetamol or ibuprofen that you know was in your bedside table.
There was 2 paracetamol on your bedside table. I took them out your bedside table.
Where's the ibuprofen gone?
I don't know. I took the paracetamol out your bedside table earlier and said, "Can I have these?" And you said yes. It's on you. You said yes.
I'm the only one in this house that gets period pains. Where is my ibuprofen?
You can have some Milliput.
Oh, because that's really helpful.
See with the mouth.
Look at the state of that drawer, babe.
This ibuprofen.
Are you fucking joking me? I hope so many things for you, Will.
Just have those ibuprofen. You've had paracetamol. You can have ibuprofen as well. That's fine. That's allowed. It's legal. Thank you, Will, for the 20 gifted memberships. You're a hero. Bear says, you guys are legends. No, you. No, you. That one is solid. What one's solid? One of the tiers could be a competitive bundle, dice gauges, mini wooden dice tray with rune branding, and they carry it all around. I've got an idea on that. We have an online website already. CSM Sandy. Thank you, Dave. We have a full-size website already.
Tony.
Exactly, Tony. Exactly. For the rest of chat who aren't watching right now, Tony says Liam gets period pains too. They're just in his ears. I can't wait till we open Hobby House and spend more time together.
For funds, have you considered putting Joe out on the game at the docks? Bet there's many a lonely sailor looking for a big beardy cuddle and more.
The local rate near us, Leaks, is £25. We're not going to fund Hobby House with that, I'm afraid. Incredible. Yeah, I've got some ideas. I'm already working on some concepts and some ideas around things like dice trays, etc. To be fair, but I want to do it. I want to do a good job because I already feel bad asking people to fund something like this. But I think at this stage, I've put it off and put it off and put it off, and at this stage, I have to accept the fact that it's just not going to work without it.
Yeah, you really didn't want to.
Of my job was critiquing online retailers' websites we'd like to work with. Can tell you now the likes of Element when games didn't have great websites. I don't know. Ours is... I'm very confident in ours. No wonder Joe looks tired. Yeah, well... Joe will need to keep painting armies and doing streams whilst Luce and I end up running the shop because we won't be able to afford staff. And that's legitimately where we're at right now. We won't be able to afford staff to start with, so... To start with, you know, eventually, in time.
Are you allowed to take on volunteers?
Yes, of course.
Even though, is there something that protects companies from?
Which gun toe? Rail or pulse?
Someone who knows Tau better than me, answer Christian. Rail or pulse gun for the Taunar? It's not begging, it's selling. I mean, it still is a kind of grifting, innit? Let's be honest.
So I need to word that differently. Is there some like a law or a rule that protects people from?
Just let me know anyway. I can help. Always here for you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got 100 grand, Will, that'd be great. That'd be good. I'm into that. Is there a law what that protects?
So, is there something that?
So what does £6,500 get you for funding? Better be a succulent Chinese
If that's
meal.
what you want for that price, David Panda, you can have a independent, personal succulent Chinese meal funded by us with the whole team for that much money, plus other benefits.
Are you?
Hey mate, I'll chip in for the fund, but I might skim it back later. Sneering face.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Thanks, Emil, you fucking wonderful human. I got a meeting with you guys next week, and then I'm hoping to actually book a trip up there at some point in the near future when my calendar isn't quite so mental. So I get to see your beautiful face again sometime soon, hopefully.
So are you allowed as a new company, because you can't afford staff at the minute, are you allowed to just have, let's say, a workforce of volunteers, and then as soon as you turn over X amount that means you can float a wage, you can then just like onboard them? You don't have to do like a whole interview process again.
I'm pretty sure that's fine, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because maybe people would be happy to give their time for free if the promise of as soon as we reach this milestone, we can then just start paying you.
I'd imagine so.
Please don't stretch yourself thin.
I think for the first year, I just have to accept the fact that I'm going to be stretched very thin.
I just wasn't sure if that was a thing because how many companies would just take complete
I
advantage
don't
of working
know.
on volunteers.
I'd have to check on things like employment law and stuff.
All
It's been
the
a
while
while.
turning a huge profit because they're not paying anyone.
But that's, I mean, arguably that sits also with the volunteer themselves,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah,
To a
I
point,
know.
you know. Thank you, Renamo, for the $10 as well. Yeah, I think to start with, because we've been trying to build this for 2 to 3 years, as well as trying to grow the channel at the same time, in the hope that growing the channel would then directly correlate to a wider audience that we can open up this venue to. The channel growth is, I've worked my arse off with that and it hasn't really happened. So at this point we're kind of going, well, we need to just go for it. And I'm going to be thin for a while. Not the thin that I'd like. I'll be honest.
How about a founder's diorama in the venue? A big battle scene with those donating a certain amount getting a troop in it with their name on the base.
Not against that, and I already know a place where that can go as well. I would be up for giving my time for free every so often, family and work permitting. That's lovely, thank you. Because at the moment, I think we're going to rely on Luce and I running the venue for the first to start with.
However long it takes.
Because one of business's biggest costs. One of business's biggest costs, words, is staff always.
Yeah.
You know. So to start with the best. Hang on, Raikai? If I said that right? Welcome to Yalta. You're a hero. The Yarl's only giveaway isn't live.
Oh no. You've not taught me how to do
Son.
that. A lot of staff board in the city are volunteers. I wonder if they can do that because they're a CIC.
Possibly.
Or, like, have I just made up a rule that doesn't even exist and I'm worrying about nothing?
Thank you so much, James Adams, as well for the Skull Team membership. What a hero! I need to do the giveaway thing because I forgot it. I need to remember how to do it as well. Fuck. Oh no! Not Zeus.
That's Alan's dog.
That's Alan's dog. Alan's dog. Oh no! Yeah. Zodiac says if you want something, you just have to go for it. It's kind of true, unfortunately. On top of which, it gets to a point where, you know, we've waited and waited and waited, and now because of some of the changes, the fucking the state of business in this country has just got fucking worse. So at some point, we do just have to go for it, unfortunately.
There's a nice saying I like. The brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all.
Oh. Oh, I can't find the giveaway fucking thing. The brave live forever if they're pretty strong, though. Giveaways.
I would also argue that somebody cautiously entering the jungle could live longer than somebody just charging through.
True, yeah. Yeah, giveaway. Agree. Log in with Discord. I'm sorry, chat, but I've just realised that the giveaway's not live and that's a problem for us. Internet servers, that server. How do I do it? I forgot how to do it. Fuck. Server info. Here we go. Modules. Giveaways. I think I found it, babe. Ended giveaways. Last. Clone.
Limey Panda, I don't know if I've just made up something, but a charity shop, because it's for charity, are they allowed to run on volunteers just with store managers? Or have I completely made up a thing and I'm worrying about nothing?
Right, so we'll finish it at 9:50 PM on Friday. Cool, image, don't need to worry about that. Entry options. Permissions.
So maybe you do that then. Maybe we just advertise for volunteers and do all the things that chat are saying that we need to do to look after them. But maybe then you don't work yourself to an early grave because you get a good, robust team of volunteers. Maybe that. We could do that.
We could, I mean, yes.
Let's do that.
To start with, we could. I'm just getting this giveaway set up. The Thames, the Aces, the Jarls, the Skulls. Save giveaway. How's it worked? I did a thing. The giveaway's live. Fuck me, I completely forgot about that.
That's a really good point, Sean.
Greg, welcome to Jarls here. You get access to the giveaway immediately. What's Sean said?
The other business runs on volunteers.
Hey, I know, it makes me feel guilty if we rely on too many volunteers. Demper will live forever.
The good news is our current volunteers already have very good paying jobs, so we can't bring them across
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, that's a big problem,
They'd have a huge pay cut and couldn't afford the mortgage. So.
Yeah. Hey, Paddy, would you like to do this for a living? How much would it cost me? Cool, I'd have to quit myself.
Yeah, you're running it now.
Yeah.
Enjoy that stress.
We would probably utilise volunteers in the early stages, to be fair. You know, you're not wrong there. But I would like to think that over time, the idea would be able to give people careers within the business.
Definitely, but just help. We'd run it maybe like 70-80%, but at some point, we're going to need to have a day off. So maybe one of us take a day off while the other one then be supported by volunteers. So at no point will a volunteer be left in charge of the keys because it's too...
Get Paddy to man the shop. That face could sell titles to the Mechanicum. Fact. Make an announcement so we can see it on Discord. There is an announcement on Discord. It does it. I got a thing. Did I get a thing? I don't know if I got a thing. Publish.
Limeweed Handler comes up with a problem. I have the solution. His problem is it would require a hefty vetting process considering how expensive the stock is. My solution is just get volunteers who have no idea about Warhammer. They're just walking past the stock though it's just boxes of...
I'm going to be honest with you. After reading the whole brand presentation, hiring, even as volunteers, people that have no idea about Warhammer is probably a bad idea. Because the whole brand presentation talks about how staff and people repping the Hobby House badge will be able to help you, guide you, teach you.
Google it.
No.
Just Google
Luce.
it.
No, you're not in charge of staff. You're going to barely be in charge of the fucking mop at this rate.
I can mop. I'll mop.
James, welcome to Jarl Tier. If you do upgrade to Jarl Tier member right now, as Greg has as well, you get access to the Jarls Only giveaway, which is live until 9:50 on Friday. If you are the lucky winner of said Jarls giveaway, you can win a Combat Patrol box or Spearhead box if you're choosing, no matter what country you are in. If you are in somewhere like the US or whatever, well, what I essentially do is I essentially get you a voucher for the equivalent value nowadays, because what's much easier than me buying a box and shipping it to you with and you give me your address is I just square you away a voucher instead. You might also need CRB checks. Yeah, we probably would have to do CRB checks. 100% eventually.
Don't forget you have 2 children. That's free labour.
I mean...
If we strap a dinner tray to the dog's head, that's a waitress right
One
there.
of them can definitely be constantly cutting around with Henry Hoover. Yeah, we turn Emmy into Nana from Peter Pan.
That dog doesn't get nearly enough credit. Honestly.
Yeah, there we go. You lot are amazing. All your suggestions have been great, by the way. Thank you so much. Magic the Gathering and Pokemon will probably float you once you get fully going. I've heard that it's extremely popular for people to buy. Extremely popular. Also, like, this is what I'd be great for Hobby House.
What if you pre-sell vouchers for the store?
Possible. Maybe. Star says, this is why I'd be great for Hobby House. I fucking suck at selling stuff, but will 100% say yes to anyone asking, should I buy this?
Yes.
That sounds like good at selling stuff. Once you get Friday Night Magic going, yeah, I think we will absolutely be hosting Friday Night Magic in the space.
And because of where you are, almost all fast food places will deliver.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people locally that are saying they want a hobby venue in Southampton, and we want to make not just any old hobby venue, but the best. Cards are free cash, man. Disney Norcana too. Is that a popular one? One Piece is also mad at the moment. I play it and boost stock sells out instantly. Really? There was a local gaming store near me that was really struggling until he started selling Magic. Now he upgraded to a bigger space. Interesting. Hey Andy, how's it going, dude? Is Luke's not cooking? Fuck, I'm out.
Aww.
I mean...
No, I'd probably accidentally poison you.
Yeah, and we have to have all kinds of fucking hygiene certificates and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, food is a pain.
I think you have to vent to outside as well, and I don't know where we would do that. So.
And you need, I think you need, you have to have a separate fire exit to the door. I think that's a rule.
I don't know.
I
Stu,
can't remember.
Thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. You're a legend.
And then you need all your sinks, so your washing hands, and then equipment washing can't be the same sink, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you want one elf? Would you also like all the aspects? Could easily attract a herd of Magic the Gathering players. Yeah, well, there's other things, right? There's other tactics as well. So we'll almost definitely be reaching out to Southampton University and saying, do you have a gaming club? Would you like to host this as an actual gaming venue? Star Wars Unlimited. I don't even know what that is. I'd probably fund the store yourself if you were going to stock Final Fantasy TCG. Yeah, I think trading cards is a definite... It seems like an easy win, to be honest with you. Might buy a burger van and set up in your car park. You want to pay us a little bit of rent for that, you're welcome to.
I'd probably fund the store myself if you were to set up Final Fantasy.
I would volunteer, but the computer is a female dog.
Hey, what? I don't understand that whole sentence.
We used to be in Geek Retreat quite a lot. We did a little home ed club on a Monday there, because as long as we bought from the cafe, the kids could use their computer consoles and play board games for free. And because the club took place around lunchtime, he'd make probably easily... God, I dread to think it's all kids and all they do is eat. But that had to close.
Sluggers might want a new venue too. Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal also, although Sluggers meet on a Friday night and Friday Night Magic happens to be Friday night as well. But there's definite scope there to stock those kinds of products, 100% for trading card stuff. It makes perfect sense, right?
It just crashed.
Yeah, I just have as well, to be fair. And someone said, where is it? Does that mean you're going to be learning all these new gaming systems? I don't envy you for that. Keeping up with Warhammer is enough. I know some of them. What I think the end goal is that you have members of staff that are specialists. So maybe one member of staff is a trading card game specialist, and one member of staff is a Warhammer specialist, and one member of staff is an independent game specialist, or something like that. Something along those lines. I haven't, ironed this out necessarily. So if a person wants to know about a trading card game, they can go to the specialist who says, "Ask me about Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic, etc." If you want to know about 40k or Games Workshop, you can go to the other person that says, "Ask me about Warhammer, 40k, AOS, etc, etc." So that's an idea.
What could mine say?
Don't talk to me.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Aerosmith, romantic, the rest of us, restraining order.
And there's
Lego
another
Hammer Store would be
one.
insane. If I can stock Lego, I don't know if we make any money at that point because I just keep it all for myself.
There's another one that it made the news because a place won't play it. It was something like every breath you take, I'll be watching you, or something. That was another one that the lyrics, people are now not playing it.
Yeah.
Who sang that? It wasn't the police, was it?
I don't know. You can also have a communal deodorant 50p spray. I don't know if you know, Andy, but there's many a person who I'm not sure they know what that is, so they're not going to pay for it, are they? Ask me about knitting. Yeah, that's what Lucy's t-shirt can say.
Can we have a little sewing corner?
Ask me about knitting and baking English muffins. Also, that server room, perfect little recording studio. We've got other ideas for that.
Can we have a little sewing corner?
No.
Because it's a hobby house.
No.
It's not 40k house, it's hobby house.
The commuters are bark bloody autocorrect.
Yeah, okay. The commuter's a bitch. I get it. So it's not the commuter. It's the computer is a female dog. He meant the commuter's a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, right. I'm with it now.
Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will. Fucking dancer. Chat, we're 2 away from 100 gifted as well.
I think this is the most hat-trickiest.
This means we're only 102 away from 200 gifted. Just have Eddie run around spraying everyone's deodorant. Surprise goblin attack. Yeah.
Oh, it was the police that sang that.
Yeah.
For some reason, I didn't think it was. Did they also do the whole "Don't stand so close to me"?
I don't know what you're asking me. I don't know.
Don't stand so. Don't. Stand
Why are you doing a red
so
robot
close
dance
to
at the
me?
same time?
It's a song about a school teacher or the student fancies the teacher. I don't know. It's weird. They're very storytelling, all those songs.
Lightning Panda says, train watching is a hobby. Don't think we'll have it all. I mean, we are by a railway. You can walk out of the
Yeah.
studio and you're over a bridge. So you can. Brandon, like I say, thank you for 5 gifted memberships, Brandon. You're a hero, pushing us over that 100 mark. What a legend. Thank you, Johan, for the 1 gifted. Thank you, James, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Liam, for the 1 gifted. Choo choo. Fucking hell. Where's it stopping? Where's it stopping? That was the police also. Yeah, that was also
Oh.
questionable.
Da da da.
Thank you so much, you wonderful. Oh my fucking god, Will. Are you ready?
Hang on.
This needs to be a good one, Lucy, I'm going to be honest.
Hang on, Benny Boos.
Fucking hell, Will. Insane levels of kindness, man.
Ah! Will.
After gifting 20 and many a super chat,
And many a super chat.
Will, thank you for 50 more gifted memberships.
You do the 50s. It's got to be a good one. I'd root around for a good one. I did the ibuprofen one, so obviously you got to top that.
I usually root around for a good one, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, that's insane.
I can't believe we're not going to have some lovely little comfy chair with a fake fireplace in the corner of Hobby House for the knitting circle.
I hope for you, Will.
This is outrageous.
This is also a hope for me at the same time. I hope for you, Will, that Hobby House is so successful, we're able to open a branch in New Zealand.
Ooh.
At which point you could become a shareholder. And obviously, if we're in New Zealand, we're that successful that you want to be, you know? You want to be. There you go. Thank you so much, you fucking legend. We're now only 40 away from 200, which was I was a bit tongue-in-cheek earlier. Now it's a possibility. Joking, yeah. That was fucking brilliant. Stu Will, on Tuesday, gifted some memberships. And Joe started immediately with, I hope for you that New Zealand, and I went, stop, that's Will Stewart, not Stu Will.
I know. There's 3. There's 3 Liams that pop up on stream. There's Liam M, and then a third Liam that's got something either before or after his name.
Yeah. Bear, have you got gifted memberships turned on? Because I know you keep putting Snipe Me out there and you still don't have a membership. Have a fireplace that way we can throw naughty dice that keep rolling crap. Having a fireplace opens a whole other bunch of issues and questions, though, considering we don't have a chimney.
What's easier? Functioning fireplace, functioning kitchen.
Well, we're going to do neither, so it's irrelevant.
Not even like a log fire.
No.
You just have to punch a hole in the wall.
I'll tell you what.
And let the exhaust
I'll
out.
put a TV on the wall and we'll just put a video of fire on.
All right, that's cozy.
All right? Save me a game when the place opens and we'll call it open. 100%. 100%, mate. So what I'm hearing is if I gift 50 Hobby House Down Under could also be a thing. Yeah, why not? And hopefully we wouldn't have to charge you £8 million per box of Warhammer. Should see how many Eds we have in the Thames, Luce. It's a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, Sean, I have a question for you. I'm going to be making Benedict's eggs.
Eggs Benedict.
After our stream. Is there a knack to the hollandaise sauce that means you don't scramble the eggs?
Have you got enough butter?
Good evening all. Hope everyone's doing all right. My weekend just started, so the question I ask myself now is, why am I still sober? Is it because I was still at work about 30 minutes ago?
I mean, 30 minutes is enough,
Whoa.
Johan, to be fair. How's your weekend start on Wednesday? As long as I can win my Space Force, count me in 100%. Thank you so much. He asked for 5 gifted memberships. We might actually start to slowly, sort of, slightly, maybe a little bit claw fucking February back, chat. Mad good.
I don't want to buy it, Whitey. I want to make it.
Knack is you buy it. Yeah, well, I mean, I've made it once and it's stressful.
Is it about not scrambling the eggs? I know there's loads of butter.
I can't remember what's in it. It's majority butter. Was there some lemon juice or something? I can't remember. I don't remember what's in it. People clearly got paid. Maybe. The real question is, how do I get my weekend to start on Wednesday exactly? It's Thursday for Johan, is it already? The good old turn it off and on again. I usually work Saturdays through Wednesdays. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And have Thursday, Friday off. Ian Clark, thank you for fucking hell, you lot. Oh my lord, mental. Honestly, mental. It's horrid. Don't eat that shit. It's lovely. Get those butter solids out and keep the temperature really fucking low.
Eggs in this economy.
Eggs is a power food. I've started training with a friend of mine very, very recently, and I mean, like, we're 2 sessions in, and I now need to, like, I've always been like, don't really eat all that much in the way of protein and stuff.
I told my other half that I wanted to be cremated. She made an appointment for next Tuesday.
Yeah. Eggs other half, was it, by any chance? Melted butter, egg yolks, white wine vinegar. Very easy to fuck up, but so good if done correctly. Yeah, very easy to fuck up. There's no pressure.
No pressure.
And I think Morrison shuts in 10 minutes, so you know. I don't think it announces the weird sticker things as well. So thank you, Will, for 20 more bucks. And it says, thank you for being you. It must be aimed at you, Luce, to be honest. I can't see it being aimed at me.
White wine vinegar. So did you use lemon juice last time when you did it then?
I think so, yeah.
So Sean says, get those butter solids out and keep that temperature really fucking low. Okay, so it is about not
How many
scrambling
times tonight are you going to read out a super chat or a comment that I've already read out?
I'm just not listening, am I?
You're not, clearly.
No, sorry.
Remember this, chat. Remember this.
Well, your brother-in-law, my brother-in-law, sorry, your brother, said that he doesn't like salmon, so he'd just have bacon and scrambled egg on.
Which is also nice.
Yeah,
to be fair.
We don't have bacon.
On English muffins. Yeah, eggs is. I know people say eggs in this economy, but eggs is important right now. So as I was saying before, you wonderful humans interrupted me. I did some training last year. You probably are aware of it because I talked about it a fair amount because I was actually quite proud of myself. And I was doing all right, and I kind of increased my protein intake and ate a bit healthier, but it wasn't that bad, and I didn't need to take that much recovery stuff. And I don't know if you know, eggs is a fucking power food. Literally contains everything the human body needs with the exception of vitamin C. And then with it, last Friday, maybe Friday, and then on Tuesday, I started training with a friend of mine who, he makes me look smaller than fucking Eddie, doesn't he? Ben does.
I haven't seen him in ages.
He's a big old unit, and it's hard. He fucking thrashes me now. So eggs are going to become an important part of my diet. White wine vinegar and lemon juice. Oh, and a bit of cayenne pepper if you have some. Yeah, I remember putting cayenne pepper in it.
Really?
Yes, 100%.
Did you use the cookbook that's on the shelf?
Oh, 100%. Is it the
Grandma's
yes.
recipes ones? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one I use. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is 85 sticks of butter. And then just when you think you're done, add some more butter. That's basically what it is, essentially. Yeah. It's just fucking warmed up butter, essentially.
Should I just melt some butter?
No, and cayenne pepper and lemon juice. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. You people have been amazing. Thank you so much tonight. It's fucking mental. Mental. Doing a carnivore thing, had 8 eggs today. I really want to do the carnivore diet.
That's too many eggs for me.
I really want to do the carnivore diet, but I can't afford it. Because it's essentially meat and eggs every day and nothing else.
Do you not?
Every day.
For those who are on the carnivore diet, do you not find yourself craving fruit and vegetables? You know, when you go a bit heavy on shit food and then you start craving.
So this is where I think I'd struggle for 2 reasons. First of all, it's rumoured that after a couple of days of it, you have a bit of a upset stomach for a couple more days, which your body's clearing shit out, literally. And then after that, people have a real. I like fresh and green. I like salad and fruit, and people have a real craving for like salad and fruit. And I think I just wouldn't be able to keep it going. I think I'd fall over straight away. Also, fad diets are fad diets, aren't they? They're not designed to be. I don't think sustainable forever. But yeah, I don't know. I've not tried it yet. I kind of want to, but the cost of steak and eggs every day is extortionate, I think. So, and we don't have that level of available monies, to be fair. But hey ho. Craving veggies and fruit is just a myth. I don't know. I love fruit. I fucking love fruit. I love fruit, and I have frequented America on a few occasions whereby after 4 or 5 days of smashing fucking ribs and burgers and shit down your face, you're like, I just want some salad. Yeah. Just want some roughage. So, I don't know. That's me anyway. Are you digging out a fact? Is that what you're doing on your phone right now?
I am.
Good. Okay, good. I start my diet and exercise, getting too fat. That's same, Dave. Same. Bread is fucking wonderful. Bread is wonderful. Carnivore diet sounds boring as fuck. I mean, I really like steak and eggs though, Jill. Like, I really like steak and eggs. If we go to a restaurant, I have steak or ribs. Yeah. And they often put that little salad shit on the plate. I'm like, why? I don't want that.
What is this grass?
I haven't come here for that. Oh, do I look like I'm a bovine? I don't want that nonsense.
I love a little side salad, but it has to actually be good. When some restaurants put a little like floppy lettuce salad on there that looks like it should have gone in the bin.
When I get like weird shredded green leaves and stuff, I don't want none of that nonsense. If they give me a little bowl of coleslaw, I'm quite happy.
Yeah, coleslaw's good. I made a great coleslaw months and months ago.
Even if she did say so herself.
Walnuts in, apples, celery, iceberg lettuce, rocket, and my own mayonnaise in it with some apple cider vinegar. Oh, it was amazing.
I do carnivore diets. I need all the protein. Well, I need the protein. You soon get
farts sick. Are horrendous.
You soon get sick if you ate now else. I don't know if I would. I'm not sure. I'd like to try it for at least a week, but I don't think Lucy would support that life choice.
No.
Salad is the food my food eats. Wargunner's trying to be sniped again, chat. We do have 5 minutes. We are only 30 away. If 6 people dropped 5 right now, we'd actually make 200 on a Wednesday, which is fucking unheard of. You wonderful humans, has it just crashed for you? That's a whole different issue. That's your screen turning off and on again.
I know.
Veggies are very bland and lack a lot of flavour. Fruit is mostly too acidic for me, and salads as a main meal means I'll be passing out very soon. You have to think though, if the carnivore diet itself was actually the best thing for you, it would be heavily recommended, and it isn't. What's recommended still is a balanced diet.
The farts would be horrendous.
Warhammer, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. What a hero.
What messed me up in USA was that bread was sweet, and I ended up buying baguettes from the international section.
Yeah, bread is sweet. Isn't there a thing about, I think they were talking about this in Thanes, about...
Tried it. Bacon and scrambled eggs breakfast, chicken breast lunch, steak supper. You drop weight, gain concentration, mood improves. But the first week is a rush to toilet like you did last week's stream.
I might actually do that. I might actually give that a go.
There's so many dings today.
Drop weight, gain concentration, mood improves. How about that, babe? Bacon and scrambled eggs for breakfast, chicken breast for lunch, steak for dinner. Thank you so much. Yes, and for the 10. Thank you, Cornet Ed, for the 5 gifted. Thank you, Zodiac, for the 5 gifted. Fucking Will. You're going to get yourself in YouTube jail again. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. You fucking legend. What's going on? What's happened tonight? Why do we deserve this?
On the topics of food and vitamins, I learned about a year ago that I fucking love green lentils. When it comes to supplements, I take vitamin D and extra iron, Sweden, winter, no sun, and omega-3.
There's a thing out there that supposedly everybody needs extra vitamin D. We don't get enough in the Northern Hemisphere at all. And I have frequently told Luce that she needs extra D. Haven't I?
Not that one. So I heard that everyone in this country should take vitamin D because we're Northern Hemisphere, but that women should be taking iron because we lose blood every month or so. But I only found that out by accident. That's never been told to me by a doctor. But then when I did tell it to a doctor, I heard this. Is it true? She went, oh, yeah. Well, why aren't you telling everyone then?
See, Carl says that everyone needs extra D. 100%. White, thank you for 1 gifted. You're a legend. Bear and Wargunner both still haven't got a gifted membership yet. Bless them. Bless their little hearts. 8 away now, and ready for loose fact. Oh my god! I've heard that people living in the Northern Hemisphere should take extra vitamin D even in the summertime. Yeah, I've heard this as well. Can you, if you're people on carnivore diets, can you take vitamin supplements at the same time? I'm talking myself into this, and it's probably a terrible idea considering the cost. But I'm not against trying it. An injection of vitamin D works wonders for my marriage. They're all getting childish now, Lise.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yep. Childish men be childish.
Yeah.
Surprise! Are you ready for the factual time of loose fact?
I am.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. It's time for loose fact. You know the rules. Keith Moore. Thank you for 10 gifted memberships. Jesus fucking Christ. You lot are fucking mad. Thank you so much.
The utterly sick feeling you get after eating or drinking too much is called crapulence.
That's made up. That's got to be.
I don't think so.
We know fucking Yester's going to check it on ChatGPT anyway. But it sounds fully made up, that. Stu, thank you for 5 more. What the fuck's happening?
Crapulence. Love it.
What's going on, chat? You've done 207 members on a Wednesday, and John's not even shown up. I mean, Will's on like 100 on his own. Is that Stu?
Will, yes, Stu, yeah.
Oh my lord. They're not.
See, I'm mixing them up now.
They're not buying this in chat. They're kind of torn. It sounds bollocks, that. Crapulence.
See, Andrew believes me.
Of course he does.
Escape believes me.
Trying to get me to become the new Munch. Brilliant. I mean, I'm here for that, I'll be honest, for now.
Crapulence.
As much as I'd like you to be a member and engage in the Discord server, I'm here for that.
Stu believes me.
Means excessive drinking or gluttony, often leading to sickness or discomfort. It comes from the Latin crapulentia, meaning intoxication or overindulgence.
Yeah.
You need to have a separate website as well.
You didn't believe
Well, you need to have a separate website as well that is like almost believable facts.
Almost believable.
Because at the moment you're just going and finding a fact. Sounds like bullshit, therefore it's real. I mean, that's life, right? 100%. 100%. I really want to try this fucking carnival nonsense. I know you won't. But can you put up with the farts?
Nope.
I'm sure you could.
Nope.
I'm sure you could. I'm going to go now and wallow in my own crapulence. Right, you wonderful human beings. It is just gone 10, which means it's 90 minutes. We're up. Thank you so much for turning up despite the later time of the stream. And then being so fucking madly generous as well. It's unbelievable. You are mental, and it's very humbling. February's been an absolute disaster, really, and this claws some of it back. So I appreciate you all so much, because normally it's a disaster because you lot are all suffering as well with the way the world is, the cost of living. It's just after Christmas, etc. So I can't, I'm so fucking grateful. And I was able to do I was invited on as a guest on a different football podcast at 7 till 8, which I wanted to do. I was keen to do it, so I did that show, had a half-hour break and did this show, and you've all turned up and been amazing. So thank you. It's insane. And thank you for all the suggestions around Hobby House and the crowdfunder, and more importantly, thank you for everyone being so incredibly fucking keen to help it as well. It means the world. It's amazing, and it might actually, maybe the crowdfunder does okay, and maybe, just maybe, we don't run out of money and go bust before we actually manage to make a success of it, and that would be an insane world to live in at our size right now. So I appreciate you all. You're mad. You're incredible. You're mad. Bear says you are all legends, without doubt. Easton has also confirmed that I won't be able to fart anyway. He says you'll just shit yourself.
Yes.
So, what's the football podcast? The one that I watched today was one called the Total Saints podcast, because I also run my own one on Sunday evenings around Saints, called the Saints Network, and they invited me on as a special guest, which was really nice. I actually really enjoyed it. It was good. I was sat in here for an hour. Luce was sat in the corner being silent. Didn't decide to get a mic and start talking.
Well, I know nothing of football.
I mean, that's true of so many people who make content on so many things, Luce. Anyway, thank you wonderful humans. Like I say, I could probably sit here for another hour and say thank you. So,
how many hat tricks do you think we've had today?
6.
7.
7 hat tricks.
7 hat tricks.
Oh my fucking god.
Best chat.
All different people?
No.
Did Will do it twice?
Yeah, Will did it twice. I think someone else has done it twice. Oh no, just Will did it twice. Everyone else is different people.
Good night all. Right now I have a little too much blood in my alcohol circulation. Off to fix that.
Enjoy yourself. Be sensible.
8 hat tricks.
You got another fucking hat trick?
That's another one.
Oh my god.
Best
Saints
chat.
podcast sounds like crapulence. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Absolutely fantastic stream. Best channel, best chat. Take care, everyone. Escapade, love you. Love you all. You're all incredible human beings. I mean, I'm not going to say it. I'll let Lou say it.
Best chat.
Best chat, without doubt. Tomorrow we've got another Liam and Joe show at 1:30, so come and hang out with Liam and Joe, with me and Joe at 1:30. I think Tom might be joining us. And then in the evening at 7:30, we have another live game of Warhammer 40k. I think it's Dark Angels World Eaters, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that's what it is. And then Friday we come back with 40k After Dark, and I've been gifted from a friend of mine some Wye Valley traditional mead from Wales. So I'll be trying this on Sunday. Give that one a go.
Oh, it's almost the same bottle as or is it the same bottle?
It's very similar. I don't know if it's the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. You're amazing. Nothing else to say. You're amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.